Hey guys and gals, hey guys and gals, how do you do? How do you do? Let's go! Pumping you, every single one of you up, turning it up for you. Thank you for hitting that play button. You're all legends. I love it. I love it. I love it. Appreciate you being here. Quickly check the stream. My own mod over here, guys and gals, so we're gonna make sure everything's working. Thank you for hitting that play button. Sounds like we're golden like the Golden Girls. I don't know, it's just funny to say. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. Parents, dedicating and focusing all my time for you, for your kids, your children, and students as well. Hoping you guys find the channel and watch the content. Hit the like button. I don't really even ask these things. I don't even beg. I don't grovel. I don't, do fake lying titles and clickbaity titles. Just real dealing over here. Okay? Let's go. I do appreciate you being here. Staying on topic, this is for you parents, those of you that are homeschooling your children, assuming that you have a lot on your plate, so here to help, fully support you in your decision. I 100% understand why. Yes, I do. So here to help, I am here to help. We are doing mathematics mainly over here. The unit that we're working on is Unit 5. Just call it Unit 5. Sure, why not? And the area is Geometry. Students as well, you're welcome to be here as well. Maybe you're looking for extra support and such. It's great to have you as well. And again, lastly, guys, if there's any specific area in mathematics you need additional help with or support, just let me know. All right, in the comments below, and I'll do a series just for you. All right, that's it. Let's carry on. Time to get some work done. Flick that switch in the old noggin, I guess. Let's do some math. It's mathematics time. Let's go. All right, what are we working on? We were working on this. That's right. I left you guys and gals with a couple of problems for you to practice. Practice your ratio proportion and setting up your little one side equals the other side sort of thing. Let's see how you guys did. Let's see how you did. So I'm going to call this one T1 and I'm going to call this one T2. Essentially, bottom line, guys and gals, we just want to create a ratio proportion making T1 equal T2. That's really all we're doing. It's nothing too deep. It's nothing too technical. That's what we're doing. I'm going to use the y over x concept just for our values here, because we have two values in triangle 2 and two values in triangle 1. X is labeled here, so I'm just going to use that as x. Like I know I've said in the past, guys and gals, like for me, y is vertical, x is horizontal. That's fine. That's good to kind of follow that standard rule. Once we get into slope formulas and all those sort of things, you'll see that more. But we can also use it for ratio proportion. It doesn't have to be like this. Doesn't have to be horizontal. I mean, it's rotated. I think this could be the 90 degree right there. Could be, right? It's just the orientation, that's all. So technically speaking, it's still X, it's just orientated, however many degrees that is. So, the other thing, right, is just be consistent, okay? Be consistent and you should be okay. You should be golden. Golden like Freddy, all right? In solving these problems. So let's work with T1. I'm going to use the y over x. So this is x, this is y. So 15 over x. So that's T1. Now let's do T2. This be consistent, right? This is x and this is y. So it's going to be 20 is y and x is 25. Okay, that's the critical part, right? If you have these flipped, there's a pretty good chance you might have the incorrect answer. Now looking at this, I could actually reduce this. Now I know you guys are like, no, don't do that. Oh, don't do that again. Oh, the humanity. Let's see if we could actually do it. I like to try to see if, we can make it happen. Because I think, like I said before, guys, right? If the 25 was over here, don't reduce. Okay, or don't factor. We found that out last video, so I have to remember myself, right? Don't do this. This is that doesn't work. Okay, but if it's in a fraction form, I think you could get away with it. Okay, I think you can. And I really want to test this. I want to test it. Do I have the answers for these? Yes, I do. So let's see if it actually works. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this. So the 20 over 25, if you want me to show the work, I'll just do it right here. So 5 is going to be our meat off the bone number, okay? I'm just taking this part here and just doing it right here, okay? So 5 times 4. And 5 times 5, right? So the 5's cancel. We're left with 4/5, right? So now that we know that, let's go like this. And I'm going to write 4/5. If this is not live, guys, you should be able to skip forward and back. I think you could actually pause and stuff on a live as well. But yeah, I think you can. That's okay. All right, so I reduced the fraction. Now let's work this out. Cross multiply, same concept. All right, so x is going to be on the left side, so I'm going to go 4x equals 15 times 5. Okay, and then I'm taking the 4 and just making it a denominator here. So I could go like this. Okay, essentially I just took the 4 and put it there. That's all I did, guys. Just keeping it simple here. Keep it simple, Stanley. All right, so we're left with 15 times 5 all divided by 4. It looks like at this point, I'm just going to use this space right here for now. And we're going to continue it right here over to this side. Because I'm kind of running out of room here. And I'm just going to go like this. There we go. And then we'll worry about the other side after. Okay? All right. So x equals 15 times 5. We could do the long math right here. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. We're left with 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 75. So now that we know our number, x equals 75 over 4. And whatever that word, we could do the long division, I guess. 4 goes into 7 one times. So 4. We're left with 3. Division is subtraction. Bring down the 5. We got 35. 4 goes into 35. What's the closest? 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 8. So I think that's going to be it. So 8. And then I'm going to put 32 here. And then subtract, we get 3. So at this point, we got to start borrowing, right? Because we have a remainder 3. So this is where you put the decimal. And you kind of, it's not really borrowing, but I'm just kind of, for the portion for decimals, we need to figure out what the decimal part is using our remainder. So let's see, 30, how many times, what goes into, so we got to get as close to 30 without going over. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 times 7, right? Again, I recommend that you have the times table memorized, guys and gals. Okay, 4 times 7 is 28. 7, right? Put the 7 there. Right, we're using that. So we get 8. Subtracting again, we're left with 2. We have to kind of use another 0, borrow another 0. Oh, look at that, perfect. Now we're going 4 times 5, which gives us 20. We finally get a 0 remainder. There we go, guys. I just did the long division with a decimal return. Okay? So if I did the math, 75, if I actually do it on the calculator, 75 divided by 4, 18.75. Let's turn that up. It's really not that hard, is it now, guys, right? Easy peasy. Remember, you're going for the 120 and above IQ club, mental math in your brain, and you'll be more intelligent, probably 3 times more intelligent than your peers. Okay? All right, turn that up. So that's the answer, guys. It's 18. Whoa. I just hit the space bar or something. It's funny. Why not? We'll drop in an extra yay. Why not? Oh, and it's centimeters. Right? Our units is centimeters. So, therefore, x. I know it's getting a little cluttered, but there's our answer. 18.75 centimeters. Because normally, like on exams and such, that's kind of what you want to do. Alright? So that you get full marks. Okay? Some instructors, some teachers might be a little more finicky, right? Okay. So we're going to just write x equals 18.75. And hopefully you guys got the same answer. Now, excuse me, if you used your calculator to figure out the decimal part, that's fine, guys. Okay? I'm not going to be strict or anything over here. I am trying to show you the extra work, just to kind of refresh your memory as well. You know, in case maybe you forgot. It's easy to forget something when you don't use it enough, right? Alright, let's do this other one. I'm going to go like this. I don't know why I erased too much, but we're going to go like that. There we go. Okay, so now let's solve this other problem. Okay, let's do this side now. Alright, so same concept, y over x. I'm going to call this t1, and this one's t2. Okay? Y over x. Let's do t1. X is going to be x, even though it's technically the vertical part, but that's okay. I'm just going to ignore it for now. Okay? I want to be consistent with my y over x. That's what I want to do. So let's make t1 equal t2. All right? To set up our ratio proportion, which is going to go like that. So t1, y is going to be 8. And x is going to be x, right? So that's t1. Let's do t2. X is our vertical. This is our y, right? You got to be consistent. Pay attention, right? This is vertical. This is vertical. This is horizontal. 8 is horizontal. So therefore, 25 is going to be our numerator. That's the key part, right? It's key that you set it up properly. They have to equal each other, right? 25 over 10. Boom. Okay, same concept. As a matter of fact, oh, that even worked, guys. Remember how I reduced at the beginning? So that just proved my theory. You could actually reduce right at the beginning. Okay? So doing this one, we know 5 goes into both of them. We got 5 times 5 divided by 5 times 2. 5's cancel. We're left with 5 halves, right? So with that said, that even worked. So, of course, I don't have a lot of room to show it here. If you need to show your work on the exam, what you did, you know, you might even impress your teacher a little bit. Okay, so again, the concept is that only works if it's in fraction form. You can't do it if one side is equal to the other side, okay? They have to be in the same space. You know, they have to be a numerator-denominator situation. Okay, that's kind of the key point. So 25 over 10 is equal to 5 halves, all right? I'm just going to work over here. So we're going to bring everything over here. So again, I like my variables on the left side of the equal sign. So that's going to be 5 times x. 5x equals 8 times 2. This way we're working with smaller numbers too, guys, right? If you think about it, you're working with smaller numbers, you can grind out problems quicker. You just got to be aware of what you're doing, that's all. Okay, same situation. I'm going to go like this, and I'm just going to go like this, okay? Moving 5 underneath. Okay? So we have x equals 8 times 2 over 5. 8 times 2 is 16. over 5. There we go. We can't reduce anymore, right? We cannot reduce anymore. So we're going to end up with a decimal value. So just for funsies, let's divide 5 into 16. 5 goes into 16 3 times, right? 5 times 3, 15. Subtraction, always with division. Again, I always say that. When you're multiplying, it's addition. When you're dividing, it's subtraction. Okay? In a nutshell, that's what it is. So subtraction, we're left with 1. So because we're with the remainder, right, of 1, I don't want that. I want to figure out the decimal value, decimal equivalent. So I'm going to put a decimal there, and then I'm going to add a 0. Okay? That's what we're doing. I don't really, I guess you can call it place filler. I don't know what you can call it. But now we have a value where 5 actually goes into 10 2 times, right? Boom. That's how you get the decimal, guys and gals. That's how it's done. Boom. So x equals 3.2 meters. And then I'll double check the answer and we'll see if we're right. Go like that so you can see the work. Let me check the answer. Hold up. 4B. Let's see. Are we right? What? Yeah, right. You measure twice. Well, actually, it's a good idea, but we got the right answer, guys. That is the correctamundo answer. Okay, I just got to get rid of a commercial here. Okay, it's a coding commercial. That's fine. I'm not against coding commercials. Yeah. All right, there we go. So hopefully you guys and gals got the same answers. I hope so. I should have mentioned that you might have either ended up with fractions or remainders. Guess I could have mentioned that, but I didn't look at the answers, so. All right. Let me give you guys and gals another one here quickly. Okay, I'm not gonna solve it, but just for funsies, let's give you another one, just for more practice. Okay, and then we have another one, which is larger. Okay, it's not perfect, but okay. It's kind of I don't know, it's an object. We could pretend it's a building again or something, right? We're comparing. So you have a reference object, some ground measurements, and you have something that's really super tall, right? You have something that's really super tall, but obviously you can't physically measure it. So you need like a reference triangle I'm not sure. Like that one triangle we had was based on shadows. That kind of worked. It just depends, I guess, how you get the information. Okay, so here we go. This is what's given. There we go. Okay, for H, right? H is here, and I'll just give you the answer here quickly, just so you have it. This is number 5. The answer is 4.2. So you're going to get a decimal value again. Now, you do the long division, guys, okay? Don't be scared to do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. And it's really easy once you understand it. I think I made it pretty simple to understand, hopefully. But there you go. That's the answer there. All right, I'll leave that for you to solve. I think I've shown enough examples on how to do ratio proportion. I think that's plenty. All right. Let's see. We'll give you one other one here. Okay, let's give you another one. So you have an object. I don't know, it could be anything. It could be any kind of object. I'm drawing it too fast. Why do I get that lag spike? It's so weird. Oh my goodness gracious, Sally on Sundays. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. I should have actually sloped it more, but whatever. Okay. There we go. You can make physical measurements on an object. Let's say this is a real world object. Could be anything, right? A slide, a table, a conveyor, it could be anything, okay? And let's say you needed to know, I don't know, this distance, but you're unable to measure it for some reason. Okay, this is what's given. The units are meters. H is unknown. We measured a physical height of 12, which is quite a bit of a height. And we have a distance from here to here, and here to here, okay? Just giving you a couple other problems to work on. All right, I've already done one that's similar to this. So hopefully you will figure it out. And 6. Okay, there you go. There's your numbers. And then the answer. Here's the answer. H is equal to 8.4 meters. Okay. Hopefully you get the answer. Now, if you have any problems, just let me know. Otherwise, you could also go back to that one problem that's kind of similar. All right. Prior video, I think it was. So there you go. That's another sample problem for you. All right. Just looking for some other stuff we could do. I'm giving you guys some problems to work through. Okay, that's done. Solve these. So I'm going to give you this. I'm going to go like this. Okay, this is a horizontal line. whoops, X, and 112 degrees. Okay, what is X? All right, here's another one. Easier to go up, go down and up. Okay, and I'm just gonna draw a line like that. It's kind of exaggerated, it's not perfect, and this is what's given. Okay, what is X? All right, we've done some of these before, and hopefully you can figure it out. Right, if you need to, again, just go back to prior videos. I guess I recommend you just kind of have an idea. Which video is kind of doing what. If you want to take some extra notes. Trying to draw this. This is actually perpendicular right here. Okay. And we're given X here and X here. Same thing. What is X? Okay. Here's another one. Trying to exaggerate it a little bit because this one is. So again, take note, if you don't see this, don't assume it's a 90-degree angle, okay? Okay. Now don't mess this up like I did, but here's your formula. X plus Y plus Z equals 180. Okay? Take note, when you set up this formula, 180 should be on the right side. Okay, that's my tip. Right here's the formula. It's the same thing. Variables could be interchangeable. It could be LMNOP or LMN, I mean. Okay? Whatever you want. It's up to you. Variables are kind of something you can create and decide yourself. Alright? So that's the formula, and you're solving for X. Okay, I want you to practice your kind of algebra or arranging of formulas. That's kind of what I want you to do. All right. So there's those. Kind of ran out of room, but I was gonna, maybe I'll just fit in another one here. One more. Okay. this one here, same thing. X equals what? And then here we have X, and here we have Y. Okay? For this one here, what is X? And what is Y? There. That should zoom it up. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to go like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That's for you for practice. If you need the answers, I guess I could put it in comments for you instead of showing it now. Okay? I don't want to make it too easy for you. That's it for that. How are we doing for time? Okay, not too bad. What else can I do? So things you should go over again if you have an exam or whatever, guys, gals, go over what is complementary angles, what are parallel lines, right? So I'm going to undo this, and I'll just show you another, whoa, I don't know what I pressed there to do that. Okay, you can pause and rewind and do whatever you need to get that back if you need. Okay, let's say you have something like this, right? I'm going to try to draw it slower. Okay. And then here, okay, and then you actually have a line. I'm going to try to draw it parallel to each other. I'm going to do my best. Okay, and we have two lines. Okay, that's not too bad. So technically speaking, this is your transversal. Well, no, not really. No, it's not, because it's not going through the other one. Concepts, right? What is a transversal? Okay, and they might ask, like, they labeled each line. Like, they'll ask you so this is line 1, this is line 2, this is line 3, and they'll ask you questions like, what are line 1 and line 2, right? So looking at line 1 and line 2, you can see they're perpendicular to each other. So you'll check off perpendicular. Line 3 and line 4, you can see these are parallel to each other. I know it isn't drawn perfect, but that's what they are, okay? So parallel lines. And then they might have something like CAB, right? They might actually label the points here, CAB sort of thing. What they're really meaning is, what they're really referring to is angle CA, sorry guys, CA, I'm trying to draw it, but that's what they're referring to, okay? That there. Okay, and then BAG is where's BAG? BAG, BA, and this is G down here. Okay, they might have a dot or something, right? So BAG. Really, it's an angle. And it might look like this. They might have something that looks like this. CAB, and angle BAG. What are they together, right? Okay, which is obviously there. They look like they're like neighbors. What's that term again? Let's see if I can bring that up quickly. We're kind of reviewing here, guys, I guess. Here, I need to go in here. Is this it? No, it's here. Just going into my file system. No, where am I supposed to be? Yeah, here. Is it this? Yeah, I think it's this. So you have alternate angles. These little concepts, right? Alternate angles. Adjacent angles. What are adjacent angles? What are opposite angles? Okay. What is a transversal? What are alternate interior angles, right? Alternate interior. Remember that? I actually have 2 of these saved. I'm going to delete one of these. Okay. Here we go. See? This is what I was talking about, right? This CAB, right? You might see that. Okay. Corresponding angles, right? What are those? Same side interior angles, right? That's all interior between. Okay. So they might ask those kind of things, right? And they'll get you to compare one angle to another, and then you're supposed to identify what are they. Okay, we have A to F here. I know I've done some of these with you before, so if you need to reflect, just kind of go back earlier videos for review if you like. I don't know. You could kind of jump around each video, I guess, to different areas. It's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, we've done those problems. We've actually done some of these. I think that's it, guys. That might be the end of this geometry series. That might be the end of it. I'll leave you with a couple more problems. Here we go. So I'll just give you a couple more triangles just for some additional practice. Okay. Might as well get used to working out and figuring out unknowns, right? Unknowns, right? What is that? And the other thing you could do is you can ask yourself, are they similar triangles? Okay? Are they similar triangles? Okay, we've done a problem like this before. Okay? Yes or no? Okay? Whatever you want to solve here is up to you. Okay, remember, x plus y plus z equals 180. Okay? And these are supplementary. Hopefully I spelled that right. We could go over this quickly. Supplementary. Supplementary. I forgot the A. It's not tree, it's terry. Supplementary. Okay. And then remember, right? 90 degrees is complementary. 180 degrees is supplementary. Supplementary can have 2 or more angles, such as this. Alright, there's that. And this one's going to be a challenging one. This one's going to be a challenging one. Okay? Remember how we're comparing, right? Are they similar? It's not perfect, guys, but okay, and this one's going to be a little bit bigger. Whoops. I'm going to try to draw it kind of straight. Okay? Units are centimeters. 27. Let me make sure. 42. 42. 60. Okay. This is 36. 56. 56. And 80. Okay, are they similar? All right. We did one like this before. Remember the L-shaped Tetris piece? Same kind of, that's the same way you would solve it. Okay, guys? That's it. I'm going to leave it at that. I think we've pretty much been through, we know, a lot of different examples. Hopefully that's enough. We're going to carry on to some new stuff. Some new stuffs is, which is going to be great. I haven't figured out what yet. Probably might be triangle related. I'm thinking triangle related. Fit to height. There we go. Saving that.
This is the worst I've ever seen.
Gotta pause the commercial. Close this. Closing this. There we go. Skipping commercial. And then, yeah, we're done. Skip and music. All right. Awesome sauceum. I appreciate every single one of you guys and gals watching and learning and growing. You're beautiful, intelligent people. I love that. I love those that, you know, I won't lie. I think, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to keep it positive here, but it's like, seems like the world's only about drama and Hollywood. It's like, and then they think they're intelligent. No. Do an IQ test. But anyways, I'm going to shut yaddy. You guys are all beautiful, intelligent people. Part of the 120 and above IQ club. That's where we're going. That's where we are. You guys are great. I will see you in the next video. Whoever you are, wherever you are, have a great rest of your day, evening, night. And Johnny Whiskey Tango Sharp. Coding and mathematics. I appreciate you. Well, that's it. Take care for now. Peace out, guys. Peace.